Hello, welcome to another LEGO Star Wars review. This is LEGO Star 7203 Jedi Defense 1 from episode 1 right at the beginning. That's actually kind of neat for LEGO. They made 4 sets, 2 based on right at the beginning and 2 based on at the end. You got Obi-Wan, episode 1, fighting droidicars or destroy droids. You have Qui-Gon with like a little like Trade Federation Starship blast door. And that didn't look like any of the doors in the movie, so that was kind of like lame, but it was still a good door. And you have 2 sets based on the final 2. You have Darth Vader and Emperor, and you have Luke Skywalker on a miniature version of the bridge, just before Darth Vader meets him with, like stormtroopers and an Imperial officer. So it's like 4 back-end sets when they released these, back in 2002, I think 2002, right? Not 2001, yeah, 2002. So this is Obi-Wan set 7203. It's a really tiny box. These days, this is almost a poly bag set. Yeah, you got all 4 sides. It's cool. In the back, it didn't give you any like hints on what other things to do. £6.50. Yeah, you wish there was a £6.50 set like this back then. Yeah, licensed set anyway. These days, it'd be like $7.99 at least, or $9.99. Ugh. Yeah, they show the other set there. It's like, you must get the other one too. Like, they should just sew them together. Oh wells. Actual picture of Ewan McGregor and some destroy droids, which of course back then I didn't cut it properly, so missing bits. But yeah, very very small box, like a little nice parcel. It's really like a great, I'd say great Christmas. Not a stocking filler, but you know, sometimes you have like little smaller gifts for people. This would have made a really good smaller gift. And of course inside, oh, we'll see that in some of the other things in a second. Inside you have the instruction manual, which has been folded twice. This instruction manual is way too big for what you get inside. These days it would have been like just a little square booklet, not like this. For nostalgic reasons, let's have a look on the first page. Ooh, and let's look at one of the last pages. Let's see. Oh, complete look. And we have the other ones that I'll be reviewing shortly. Yeah, remember the old days when we had those blasters? No, we'll talk about that when we look at the other sets. But Jedi Defense 1 and 2, and I did want the Cloud card at some point. Lootbot is crazy rare these days, no matter which version you want to get. Should have bought that twin pod Cloud card back then. If I had the money. I didn't have the money. I had little pocket change back then. I was a poor student. Not really that poor, but you get the point. And inside you have this tiny little folded poster. So I'm going to try and open this up. I have a few of these because they do come in quite a few of the boxes. And I'm going to zoom all the way out. So on one side you have Obi-Wan Kenobi, or generic Jedi, but this is Obi-Wan Kenobi. LEGO Star Wars 2002, and Obi-Wan Kenobi is from episode 2, even though this is a silhouette of episode 1, looked like more of the Apprentice look, but it's got episode 2 Jedi Starfighter right there. And there's some little numbers on the top corner, which says, just for reference, 4172-446/4172-447, whatever that means. And on the other side of the poster, of course, you have advertisement. So all this nostalgia reason, you got Lego Racers, the crap Lego Racers. The game was okay. Drone Racers? Lego Racers 1 was really good. Doesn't matter which version you're playing, either N64 or PC, because PC's better, because PCs are better. Lego Racers 2 was just, God knows what happened. That was a mockery. But then Drone Racers came out and it was okay. Like, the graphics were a lot better than Lego Racers 1 and 2, but it was just, it didn't have that Lego charm for me personally. Lego Alpha Team always looked kind of interesting, but I never really got into it. I did get this tiny set just because it was a cheap set. Like, it's a little guy right there. Some of you would have recognized me using that in numerous in Lego Star Wars Apocalypse Episode 1. You should go watch that on my old original channel where I do animations and stuff. But these baits, they may look kind of cool, but I guess the color never really got to me. But these days, I would definitely get that set, and it would be like the Fortress of Legion of Doom. DC Comics stuff. No, got Lego Racers 2 Lego software. Ugh. Lego Island 2. Lego Island games are weird as well. They just weren't that good. Like, I know they're for little kids, but they just seem very glitchy and kind of broken. Bionicle, which is still going on today, Game Boy fans. Ooh, my roommate would have played that. Arthur, shout out to you. www.lego.com and Legoland Windsor, Legoland Deutschland, Legoland Suland, whatever language that is. Hey, enough of that. You want to see the really old toys? I know you do. So I'm going to zoom in. Oh, I'm going to zoom in too far. So let's look at the Droidicars first. Droidicars. They're kind of good, just having the shields in the battlefront. But yeah, oh, this one's falling over. Now, of course, new ones look so much more complex. I hesitate to say good because that's a matter of opinion. These look more Lego-y, I'd say, because they just sort of got Lego parts to combine them into this. There's all the new ones that have all these custom parts, and you know what, they do look good because they have custom parts that look more like Destroyer droids. These ones have a charm for being more, just more original, I think. And if you want to like roll them up, you start doing this on camera. You put his eye. Oh, he drops the gun. I think that hand's a bit loose. But you push his eyes back and you roll the guns up. I think I'm doing this right. Push that down, you know. And just you want to rotate the top barrel of the gun as well, so it moves a bit in. See, that's the genius bit of these things. Someone actually had to like build these, whereas new guys just cheat and make custom parts. So you go these in, and then you take this invisible block. I mean, you keep the invisible block if you want, but then it won't really look like it's spinning form. And you want to. No, that one's really tight. Just move these legs. Yeah, not fair on the review in this sense because this is old now and they weren't in exactly even the best kept condition because I was a kid. But anyway, there's a rolled up Droideka, and I'm just going to put this invisible block just underneath it. Even without the invisible block, it's just steady enough like to hold itself up. But because with the invisible block, it's a bit more sturdy. And obviously swapped his hand around as well, but this one's fine. I think this one's fine. So, 2 Droidecas. They're pretty cool. How's this one faring actually? Is this holding that? Huh, this one's holding the guns way tighter. I should have demonstrated with that one. Oh well, I'm not filming this again. And of course you have Obi-Wan Kenobi. Old Ben, I haven't heard that name since. His lightsaber survived pretty well for one of these old lightsaber chrome things. And now just by taking it off his hand, putting it back on his hand, I've damaged it even more. Hooray! Oh, let's see how far we can focus and zoom in. Yeah, ooh, still focusing. Can it? Can it? Oh, no. There you go. Oh, this is as close as I can focus. That's cool. No. Can I zoom in even more? Sorry, I'll put my hand on the mic there. Oopsie, still getting used to this camera. And yeah, there's Obi-Wan, generic face. Hair that's not quite right. And he does have that little like hair ponytail thing going on because which I don't like. I never used to like too much because if you move his head, his ponytail won't move with him. But oh well, his cape has survived really well. Of course, you know it's meant to be. It shouldn't really be a cape. It should be like a cloak, but like a robe. But that's what you got. I mean, a robe is kind of cape-like, but you never had a hood though. I mean, you get a hood from other sets, but that's besides the point. Yeah, just the cape seemed weird. So yeah, that's ooh, I do love this focus range. But I'm going to zoom out because yeah, trying to fit them all on the camera. So that's Jedi Defense 1 Lego set 7203. Is it good? It's bloody awesome. I think it's awesome. It's pretty much you're just buying a pack of figures. And that's it. And I guess for relevant figure, yeah, I should look at these ones now. I'll look at a bunch of episode 1 loose figures. So we have a look at those in a sec. But as for this set, this is a really cool set. I like it. It's simple, using basic Lego parts to represent something. And I mean, Obi-Wan figure itself don't really Obi-Wan. It looks more like a generic Jedi apprentice these days when you have more accurate Obi-Wans around. But you know, it's nice to have him around. It's just feels good, I'd say. So yeah. So that's the Jedi defense, and here are some extra. Whoops. Stand it. Episode 1 figures that I got. I got these from the magnet sets when they used to be not glued to the figures used to be not glued to the base. So I have here Anakin Skywalker. Of course, these are way newer, but it looks like a generic Tatooine kid. To be honest, doesn't really look too much like Annie. I mean, kinda like Annie. Looks like a general slave kid. It could be anyone really. I mean, the hair isn't really right. Needs to be rounder because he had that sort of like he had the haircut that looked like someone just put a bow over his head and just cut around it. I would turn to the dark side too if someone did that to me. And the face doesn't really scream Anakin, but you know it's a good looking figure, and I don't want it to look too much like Anakin in the movies anyway. So I'm happy with that. He comes with a wrench because you know he makes robots and stuff. And then I have this one here, NAboo pilot. I took his goggle bit from the helmets to make my custom infrared Batman. Whoops. No backprint. No second faces. But yeah, NAboo pilot. The jacket's actually really good. I'm not too keen on the legs. I am happy that he has the classic smiley face, Lego smiley face, but on a flesh-colored head. Now, I think that's really neat. He has an actual blaster, so that's good. It's not like, you know, it's changed and evolved a bit. So I'm glad he has an actual blaster. And yeah, this is a pretty neat little figure. I really like it. I know a lot of people don't like Episode 1, and you know, yeah, Episode 1's a bit pantsy to be honest, but these figures do look really cool. And next I have Jar Jar Binks, who has to die in every single Lego Star Wars thing that I do. Back then, I sort of thought his color was wrong. Like, you can probably still find his original color underneath. But you can see where his eyes are. That's the original plastic color. I was like, this doesn't look like Jar Jar Binks. So I mix like this. I had these 2 tiny tin pots of paint, and they were white and red. So I mixed trying to make pink, and it didn't really work. And now it's a complete mess. And now Jar Jar Binks looked like he has some sort of disease. I think at some point I tried to sand all this back off. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna try remove the paint from this one day. Soon, I guess. His hands are just gonna swap. I have the right color somewhere. But his head, I'm gonna try and fix that. His inside the head, just in case you're curious. But looks like he has some really bad skin disease. Some of you will remember seeing him in all of my Lego Star Wars shorts animations. So yeah. And here, Darth Maul. Never bought any Darth Maul sets, but always wanted a Darth Maul because, you know, I mean, Darth Maul has been overused now, especially in the Clone Wars animated series. I like Darth Maul, but I'm happy he died at the end of Episode 1, and that was it. I didn't want him to come back, but he came back anyway. Annoying. So yeah. Obviously in the video game, and I think newer version has the longer lightsaber hilt. Here it just has the normal short one, which doesn't make too much sense. But, you know, it's okay. It's Lego. This dark body's cloak body is the same as all the other Star Wars figures that has dark cloak body. And I always remember his head was printed really nice. I mean, it's definitely Darth Maul. It's not hard to pull Darth Maul because it's always Darth Maul. And here I have, this one's a magnet one. You can see the hole there. I just removed it. And it kind of burnt melted one of his horns. Oops. But if you take the horns off, these two look quite... Look, they're brothers. Yeah, the detailing is very similar, but just definitely more details on here. This guy doesn't even have any horns, so he's missing horns. Oh well. Just put that figure back there. But yeah, put this back on his head. And yeah, kind of annoying that while pulling the cane chain out of the solder iron, kind of tap one tap, and you can melt these plastics. So you really don't want to do that. You really want to be very careful. Does he have back print? Yes, he does. There it is. Yeah, that's Darth Maul of the Horns. So keychain and magnet Maul come together to form both versions. And of course, you see that the body's a bit different. I'm glad the body's a bit different because Darth Maul does have different clothing to say Luke Skywalker from Return of the Jedi. So that's good there. I'm gonna put this horns on the other one just to compare them, see if they can match. Well, kind of. The red is a bit different, but they do match, like in terms of pattern. So yeah, that's the that's a quick review on these loose Star Wars figures that I have around, along with Lego set 7203 Jedi Defense 1. Ooh, here's a bunch of Episode 1 nostalgicness. If you have nostalgic feelings for Episode 1, tell me what you think of these loose figures. Did you used to buy some of these magnet sets just to get your hands on these cheaper figures? Because people sell these, you can get 3 figures instead of 1 for the prices that you get on eBay. So you might as well get these packs. And I think it's a really dumb thing for Lego to say, hey, let's glue them down to the base. That's stupid. People just stop buying them because you can't get them off the glued base. Some people say that these figure qualities aren't as good as the ones that you get in the boxes because they're made in different factories. But yeah, because the ones made in China aren't as good as the ones made in sort of like Denmark and stuff. But they're still good enough. They're still Lego. These figures are still really, really nice, I think. So tell me what you think of these loose figures, and if you remember any of the older Lego Star Wars sets, and tell me how you feel about those. I say good set. Subscribe, just comment below, and guys, take care and have a nice day. Bye.